Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energies and what divine messages come through, what news we can use. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, and you ask your specific questions. The link is in the description box below. Hope to see you there in that one-on-one space. All right, let's get started. In the past, we've got the energy of the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is someone not abundant, not nurturing. There's a clinging, like a dependency or codependency that I'm tuning into here. This definitely feels like feminine energy, not secure, not stable, not trusting in their environment, not trusting in the stability. I feel like they don't trust their own, that they can create their own stability. When it looks like that's hidden from them, it's very unconscious that this dependency and codependency. This is in the past. It seems like this dependency on others to create stability, security, financial abundance. It feels like this was a way of being that was handed down to this person from society, from their family, religion, needing to be dependent on. So this is feminine energy needing to be dependent on masculine energy. And it creates a lot of heartache on both sides, quite frankly. Because it feels like a contract staying with people for security, some comfort, some stability, but no love. So it's kind of talking about staying in connections for financial security, for stability, and even past when the love is gone, because there's a belief that this is how things are done. This is what I need to do to create stability in my life. Whew. And it looks like an inability to see it any other way. Like, okay, it feels like the people who experienced this or are experiencing this, they believe that the way they are viewing connections is a constant. They don't see it as a variable. I think I've talked about this, that the variable and constant came up in a couple readings ago. There's this, oh, wait, I've been doing everything I can to work within the structures of what I believe the structures are. But what if that's not even a structure. That's a belief. I don't have to operate in that and try to fit who I am into this archetype. It feels like realizing that the archetype of partner is too small, especially for the feminine energy here. It's too limiting. It's too small. And so it looks like feminine energies kind of switched over a little bit to their masculine energy, to adios, to say, yeah, I'm going to heal my mask. It's like the feminine energies realizing I'm going to heal my masculine energy so I don't have to be dependent on masculine energies. If I am balanced in my feminine and masculine energies, then I can be independent. This actually feels like a wishes coming true for maybe hundreds, maybe even thousands of years of women feeling that they have no choice because the way society was running and operated, that you had to match up, you had to connect, because the society was so masculine driven. Like the physical appearance had to be masculine and actions masculine to survive. And now I feel like there's a time, it feels like a lot of ancestors are like, oh my gosh, like living through the feminine energies, who are taking their power back, who are able to make these type of choices for themselves. All right. In present energy, we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, this feels very similar type of energy, a lack of independence, coming from that lack space. I need someone else. My finances, my stability depends on others, what I can get from others, because there's a lack quality coming from this energy. It looks like they're being hit with the truth. Messages coming in. This feels like this is internal. It looks like the feminine, divine feminine, is seeing a truth in present energy. It's related with this realization in the past, staying in outdated connections that keep the divine feminine small, cramped, not able to be their full expression, staying in connections where there is no love any longer. There might have been, but there's no longer love. And coming out of that realization, those realizations, and taking action to move away from this type of activity by implementing their masculine energy. Kind of, it feels like the divine feminine healing herself, but also saving herself. It's kind of cool. So this is ending this cycle. That's why it's coming up right now in this reading. This cycle is ending. Yay, cycle's ending. All right. going to take this time. If this is resonating with you and you're on board, if you would consider giving this video a like and subscribing if you haven't already. I love my subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Just feeling so much appreciation for you today. And yeah, just loving appreciation of this cool little place that we've co-created together. So thank you. All right, let's dive back in. Okay, so divine feminines are realizing in present time right now, it's like they're cutting cords. Anybody who's in any energy, I don't feel like this energy is projecting and feeling like a victim. I feel like this energy is just realizing truthfully what's working, what connections are healthy and which connections are unhealthy. And in such a profound way that it's ending this cycle. I'm having to shuffle the cards. Huh. Wow. So this is the end of, so by going through this, by the divine feminine releasing old ways of being, old limiting ways of being, then it's opening the heart space. I feel like if you're identifying with this energy in this reading, that things, people, there haven't been people who are just really like opening your heart space. And that's ending. You've got some desires coming up. There's something that you're really wanting. And it wants you too. There's this attachment energy to it, though. That devil energy, like obsession or addiction, is popping up. And it looks like you're just not letting any of that energy in. I think what I'm getting here is you might have a little bit of a Tootsie Roll kind of view of the world right now. So if you remember those Tootsie Roll commercials, everywhere I think I see becomes a Tootsie Roll to me. So this imagery is that everything is a Tootsie Roll, everything is appealing. With this, though, how I'm seeing it is everyone is showing up as a Tootsie Roll, and a Tootsie Roll is the devil. So I feel like people coming towards you and they're interested in you, then you might be like, well, then there must be something wrong with you if you're interested in me. There's a lack of trust. It feels like you might have blanket perception that everybody is sus, because you're perceiving things through that Seven of Wands, very defensive mode. And that's okay. It feels like you've been through a lot, so I get why that's happening. it feels like you're keeping your moves pretty secret, like to yourself. And that too feels a bit like I don't know who I would trust with these moves. And yeah, it feels like there's some healing around that defensiveness, and it's coming. Sometimes that feels very wise. However, right now it feels like it's coming from some unresolved fear issues. It's the fear and anxiety. So I'm feeling that it's coming from sacral and or solar plexus. So sacral, I'm afraid I'm going to keep repeating the past. So it's time to let that go. You're not going to recreate the past. You've learned too much. You're too wise. So let's let go of those beliefs. And how about replace it with, I'm learning more and more every day. I'm excited about who is going to meet me in this new energy. I trust myself more, so I recognize what is for me and what's not. It's safe to love. If you're not there yet, how about every day it's becoming more and more safe for me to love. Every day it's becoming easier and easier to trust people. Every day. So you see what I'm saying? Like, if you can get there, if it feels correct and it feels good, you can tell if it's something you don't believe, if it's too far of a message to put on a loop for yourself. You can't lie to yourself. So talking to yourself this way, people, I love connecting with people. More and more, I enjoy being in the company of people. More and more, I feel comfortable around people. Do you want to mind? So switching out, like, I don't trust people. Everybody is toxic. You say those enough, and if those are beliefs, then yes, that is what your reflection is going to be. I have no doubt that the people who state those things, to everybody and themselves, that is the truth of their situation. I have no doubt they are correct. However, if you want to consciously manifest, then you shift your beliefs to what you do prefer to see to show up in your experience. And it takes some time. If you've been cruising along in this cruise ship going, full speed, in the world is rotten and it's filled with rotten people express, it's going to take a while to slow that cruise ship down and let it kind of slow down, and then you can start turning it. And it takes a bit to turn that and then move it in a direction that you would prefer and to build up steam. So some beliefs are so easy to instill because you don't have any resistance to them. And others, it takes a little time to slow that momentum down and build that momentum up in the other direction. Hope that makes sense. Little manifesting tips. In the center of your reading, messages from your higher self, we've got the Page of Swords. New ideas, learning something. I get the feeling that you might be either feeling very creative, very inspired to learn something new, discover something fun. It feels light. It just feels very light, effortless. It makes you happy. Why would you ever do something just to make you happy? It doesn't have to lead anywhere. It doesn't have to be a hobby that creates financial benefits. Feel like there's something that you're interested in learning, and you're either doing it and taking action on it, or this is the message to, hey, take action on that. That's important. It's important to learn new things, train your brain. Always, that neural pathways, and creating new neural pathways, keeping life exciting and fun. This feels light. It feels easygoing. And that is the message from your higher self. There's a balancing of all of this kind of heavy work that you've been doing and succeeding at. And wow, your higher self is like, just remember that you're doing all this so you can have fun. Don't do all this work and then be like, all right, now I deem myself healed enough that I want to have fun, but you haven't been practicing fun. And so there's no fun to meet you there. So this, I feel, is a reminder to invite fun, new energy, new things you're excited about. If you don't even know what that is, maybe inviting. What would fit this? Please send me signs, send me inspiration. Yeah, it looks like this also helps distract your thoughts. It looks like right now you might be releasing a lot of kind of toxic perspectives, ways that you have betrayed yourself. So those of you who have really experienced betrayal, I feel like you're at a next step where you realize how you have betrayed yourself unconsciously. Oh, okay. I'm also getting that there's something about this lightening of your energy, releasing a lot of old beliefs. It looks like this is a message about those as well who have betrayed you in the past, like ultimate betrayal, 10 of Swords. It feels like they can't move forward at this time. Feels like that's what they were trying to do to you, trying to stall you from your ability to move forward. They might still be participating actively. Even if you're not in connection with them, it feels like there's a lot of smack talk about you. I'm also getting, if you talk smack about this person, that needs to end. Like, you might be mirroring each other with blame and trying to halt each other's progress. And this needs to be examined. If this is resonating with you, this type of activity stops you from moving forward. So you really are acting in a manner that's you're stopping yourself. Yeah. There's, again, the message is this is not emotionally satisfying. It might be in the moment, there's a benefit, initial relief benefit. Having someone or the people around you agree that, you know, you're not to blame, that someone else is very bad. And yeah, I'm just getting, this is an old way of doing business, an old activity that whose time it's up. Yeah, it's a way of juggling your responsibilities and trying to play with people's perceptions in a way that I feel like people are becoming more and more aware. And so when someone is poop talking others, that they'll, instead of agreeing and being like and joining in, it feels like, oh, I recognize how insecure you must feel about this. Yeah. Whew. It feels like that might be part of what's being released. Insecurities, rejection. I feel like this is coming from a feeling of rejection, and there's this feeling that I need to get my words out there. I need to get my story out there to as many people as quickly as possible before the other person tells their story and might paint me in a truthful light. That nobody wins from these type of scenarios. All right, your challenge right now is judgment, calling, leaving behind old ways of being and raising your vibration and going to a new way of being called to a new way of, a new perspective, a higher perspective. What's interesting is I'm getting, it's a judgment card, reading those energies. And what's funny is your challenge is judgment, being judgy, judging others. So it is calling, it's kind of funny that it's those dual meanings, two meanings, calling you to a higher way of seeing things, a higher perspective, a broader perspective, and also let go of judgment, let go of judging others. That's good, that's bad. We all have personal preferences, and I think that personal preference critic feels like that's good or bad for everyone, instead of that's not for me, without rejection. You know, that's just that person, the situation is not for me, and that's okay. And the people on the other side being like, yeah, good job recognizing if this is for you or not. And so it feels like a different way, a shift around rejection reactions, responses to rejection. Yeah. So your challenge might be these sudden realizations, these tower moments, this seeing things that were just a way of being that maybe you never questioned, that now it's like, oh my gosh, I've been operating in this way. I didn't realize this. That's why I've been getting these reflections. Okay, now I'm empowering myself by accepting some cruddy things that I see about myself. I'm not going to judge myself, though. It's not cruddy. It's just I was unconscious. I didn't realize that I was contributing to my own suffering. And now I see the truth, and I can let this cycle go and start trusting people because I'm in a different energy. So, all right, that's your reading. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities, that new beginning is on its way for you. Wow. All right, that's your reading. Let me know in the comments if this resonates, how it does. I'm so curious. I'm curious who this is to you. Is this like a romantic connection, someone you were connected with? Is this family, friend? All the above. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Take care. Oh, look how sweet, Chuck. All right, bye.